Right. A giant skeleton. Skeletor. I see my... Here. Alright. So yeah, Magician is level 27, so I need 2 more levels to level 29 and that fire path, and I'm honestly thinking of doing these 2 levels here with this giant skeleton. Because it's not the fastest thing around, right? It is just not the fastest thing around to do it this way, and so on. However, this is really safe. Not the most efficient leveling, but this is safe and relaxing. You know, pull one and you get wait 6 minutes, pull the next one. Nothing here adds into the fight and so on, so this is sort of nice. I can probably hang here until level 30 even if I want to. Maybe even further. I wonder if the XP really slows down past level 30 of these things. Well, we'll see. We shall see. But at least until level 29 I'm gonna hang around here and do this. The other nice thing is that I could just bind myself in Agak, like right at the entrance, because it's the next zone over. So I can just go and bank easily whenever I want to. So that is really nice. So yeah, this is going to be a little slower paced now, but something I've been meaning to do is can I? No, it just becomes a little too tall, huh? That's perfect. I don't like this is a tiny little thing to just mess around with windows, well, various windows. By windows, I mean windows in the video game itself, not, you know, windows. Ugh. Anyway, chat box. Like, cause this always looks a little wonky here, with like the parts of a previous message still showing up there. Oh well. Oh well. Doesn't matter that much. Oh yeah, I thought I would talk random things now again while I'm just, you know, live streaming and doing this in a sort of relaxing fashion and whatnot. As always, EverQuest is... I like EverQuest for live streaming from the point of view that this game is kind of slow-paced. You know, well, playing that ranger and whacking the mammoths, that's not exactly slow-paced feeling. It's just like you're constantly active, which can be a lot of fun as well. But this kind of thing can also be a lot of fun, where you just, you know, you pull a mob, where you have a 6-minute break, then you pull a mob again. This can be really nice and relaxing when it comes to leveling. Anyway, I thought I would have a little bit of fun with the YouTube comment section again. Just talking about the random YouTube comment section, because it is there are so many comments. Like over the years, there have been so many comments that I just don't respond to because, well, people say all sorts of silly things online where it's like anonymous and whatnot, and I'm fine with that. I don't care. I have thick enough skin that as what people say online, or sometimes even in the real world, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I know who I am, I know what I like, I know, you know, what my interests are, and I know what I think of things. I am old enough to understand that, or rather, let me reformulate that sentence. I am old enough to have thought through on how I think of things, on what my opinions on various things are. And also, I understand I'm old enough and I'm mature enough to kill a skeleton. Kill a big giant skeleton. Let's do that first and then I'll finish my thought process here. Keep up the suspense, eh? Okay, what the fluff are you wielding? I am pulling with malice now. Instead of a nuke, to try and generate as little aggro as possible on the earliest you know, start of the fight. There we go. So that the because at 29 I'm switching to fire pet, and at that point I need the pet to you know, pet doesn't have a root at that point to try and keep evil things from coming to whack me. So I need to let the pet generate a lot more aggro. And pulling with something that doesn't generate as much aggro is a blood black wand. What the heck is that? Okay, now before I talk about YouTube stuff, what the fluff is this? This is for some quest thing. What was the name again? Blood black wand. I bet it is not something that I can actually use on this magician. It's a wizard wand. Okay. And you get a weeping wand. One-handed blunt, damage 5, AC 3, plus 3 intelligence, primary weapon only. 2 charges of strip enchantment. What? That is other crap, man. The what now? Well, I suppose that's a thing. Alright, fine. It was a no drop, right? It's a no drop. I probably can't even sell it, so it can hang around in that dimensional pocket. Oh, also let's pull up to the position where I can see the skeleton when it spawns. Now, let's talk random. Continue my rambling about random things, which is fun. Which is fun. So I went a little bit of a, you know, sidetrack with the whole, like, being old enough. Basically what I'm saying that is that, like, what folks think of my videos doesn't really affect me, especially since as I've mentioned many times before over the years and whatnot, I am not trying to do YouTube or live streaming for a career. So just because somebody doesn't like my video and, you know, and if they, especially when most of the time they do not have any actual, like, useful criticism, all they just say is bad, or this was unhelpful, or whatever. It's like, okay, fine, whatever. So I just ignore that stuff. I don't even respond to it and so on. But man, have there again been some really strange comments from people who... Am I just gonna say that folks' attention span is dying really badly? And people just don't pay attention to, like, stuff before they comment. Now that is true from the point of view that this has been, like, there have been psychological studies on this stuff where, for example, you take the on YouTube videos, you take the thumbs up and thumbs down buttons. Well, the thumbs down being hidden because apparently that hurt people's feelings, probably hurt the corporate feelings of, like, hey, our trailer has got, you know, thumbed down the bunch, whatever. Like, really, seriously. The point of view being, the point I'm making is that the whole thumbs up and thumbs down, more often, those sort of things where you don't have to actually actively do something other than essentially click a button. It has more to do what sort of a mood you are in than what you actually think of the thing. There are psychological studies have been done on this, and you're welcome to dig them out and read. Unless there is a study later on that I have missed, where that, you know, that is more, or where that is proven to be wrong, that conclusion. But those are the studies I have seen where it's like somebody's having a really bad day, and you know, they look at a video which they, for whatever reason, there is part of that video they just don't like. Whether it is the person's voice, accent, there was some kind of a bright light on the video that you know, blasted in their face for a brief second, or whatever. Bad music, like music they just don't like, they're just gonna thumbs down the video. Like, if they were having a really good day, like something good happened and they were just feeling happy or whatever for that day, like they're, you know, tiny little annoyances in videos don't bother you if you're in, you know, having a good day otherwise. But they really bother you if you are already feeling awful. So anyway, anyways, I don't pay any attention to whether my videos or somebody thumbs them up or down. I never thumbs up and down videos or anything else myself, because it's like completely utter pointlessness for me. That's a feature I wish did not exist at all. So I don't use it, even though I know that, you know, click the button, whether it's thumbs up. YouTube algorithm-wise, this is another random sidetrack. It doesn't really matter whether anybody pushes the thumbs down or up. It's all engagement from YouTube algorithm point of view, unless that was changed, but I don't think so. I haven't ever seen that it was changed. So if a video gets like 1,000 thumbs down, it's still essentially the arbitrary 1,000 engagement. And it is promoted because it's engaging. People are engaging with the video. Doesn't matter whether it's down or up. Anyway. I was talking about YouTube comments though, and I was rambling enough to get another skeleton before I finish my thoughts. And I'm not gonna finish my thoughts for a bit anyway, because I'm going to be streaming for a bit. No, I'm not in a rush to finish my thoughts. I am getting on all sorts of sidetracks here, while whacking giant skeletons. Okay. Really? Are you failing to root this thing? Thank you. I would prefer not to put on the phantom leather. The cash drops are really nice on these things. I'm getting somewhere between 1 and 2 platinum per kill, which is really nifty. Decent money. Anyway, let's continue yabbering about YouTube comments. So, hardcore classic, not hardcore, not the hardcore classic. The WoW, the classic era. There was a refresh. Anniversary realms, which go up to Burning Crusade now. So suddenly I am like, because I have over the years I have made a bunch of guide videos for World of Warcraft on my main YouTube channel. Suddenly I'm getting a whole lot of comments on those, and well, some folks are really happy with them. I have helped a few folks. You know, this is stuff I do for fun and not something I record or whatever anywhere else. Other than, I believe I have a couple videos of where I built macros for you know, priest healing in World of Warcraft specifically, but I have helped some folks to build macros again, because people have apparently completely and utterly forgotten how to do macros. It's like the basic cast sequence macro to switch between find herbs and find minerals, so you can, you know, run both herbalism and mining on a single character, because you can't track herbs and minerals at the same time in classic World of Warcraft, which is kind of amusing, but it was a limitation back then. And so folks was like, hey, I have to have 2 buttons. No, you don't. You just make a cast sequence macro, and then somebody's like, make a what? Anyway. So I have gotten a bunch of comments on those videos, which some people like and some people dislike and whatnot. The most amusing comment, however, which sparked this whole discussion for today, because it was on my mind because I read my comments earlier, earlier today, way before I started live streaming today. Somebody was commenting on an old MechWarrior Online video of mine where I was talking about the skill tree. Commenting about, you know, video not being useful. And this is the sort of stuff where I am like, I was for like a good 30 seconds I was even considering, do I reply to this? Do I just reply to this at all? And just leave it be? And I did reply that video is 5 years old, over 5 years old actually now. MechWarrior Online has changed. I didn't elaborate any further than that. The video is over 5 years old. That's all I said. But for anybody who does not play MechWarrior Online, MechWarrior Online is essentially a live service game, right? It's a free-to-play, make money by selling mechs, live service stuff. And games like this, they evolve over time. which is something, which is one reason why I kind of stopped doing guide videos for all the live service games. Like, many years ago now, I basically stopped. I was done making guide videos, and I might talk more about I have talked some previously about my, about why I have almost fully stopped making guide videos. I'm still considering writing a bunch of guides for other stuff, specifically things I play, you know, on tabletop. I am considering that, because I play miniature war games, I play other tabletop games, and so on. But I don't know if I want to write any guides for those. There are already a bunch of websites with very good guides. For example, if you're Warhammer 40k or some other miniature game fan as well, Goodhammer does really good ones right now at this time I am recording, and so on. And so on and so forth. But anyway, like one of those reasons why I stopped doing guide videos for any and all the live service games, because I ran into that so many times where somebody's like commenting on a video that is like, you know, years and years old, and, you know, commenting on it like this was not useful. Like, this doesn't work. And I'm like, this is where my starting comment of people's attention spans dying is like, do you folks not look at the publishing date of a video that is supposed to, you know, help you do stuff? Like, very good example of this are all the other software, like, whether we are talking about, let's say, Microsoft Office tools. Excel by itself has changed a lot over the various years, over the years. And videos which, you know, are for Excel from 2015, 2012, or something along those lines, are not exactly useful, depending on the functionality, like, of stuff you're looking for. But for a little bit more obscure stuff, they very well might not be working, the, you know, for today. This, man, YouTube comments are funny, and it just makes me always question of like, do people not at all think before they comment? Oh well, oh well, oh well. It's like, I had the same thing happen like a year ago now. Like, the basically exact same thing, come to think of it. Pretty much the exact same thing. On my Let's Play channel, when it comes to Conan Exiles. Somebody was commenting on a Conan Exiles video, saying that, no, I was they were commenting on something I said about, you know, iron armor or iron weapons or something, and they were like, okay, what would you use that for, and so on. Another no trade item? What? Okay. Anyway. And then I pointed to them in the, you know, reply to that comment, and was like, you're commenting on a 4-year-old video. Conan Exiles has changed a lot since then. I was like, oh, okay. A skeletal finger. Is that like a skeletal middle finger? What is this? Shadowbound gloves. There has to be some sort of a, I don't know, necromancer gloves. Okay. Necromancer gloves. Right. Alright then, well, that's also not useful for me. Yeah, it's not useful for me either. But yeah, YouTube comments, man, they are kind of funny from time to time. They are kind of amusing. Having made YouTube content this long, I've had so many strange interactions in YouTube comments. Even though I run a small channel, and I don't if the channel happens to grow, then it grows. I don't, like, that's not the point for me. I am making my videos regardless of how many people will end up, you know, watching them and hitting the subscribe numbers, because if I am playing a video game by myself, I might as well share that with all of you awesome folks. There are very few games I don't, you know, I play and don't make videos out of, because typically when I play, like, very few games I play solo that I do not make videos out of. I play, there are some games I play with friends and such, which I obviously do not record or live stream, because I don't want to put them in the position of having their voices and things they say ending up on a YouTube video or a live stream somewhere without their express consent to do so. So I don't want to do that to people. People, you know, I don't want them to extrapolate on that further. Let's put it this way. I could easily ask, do you mind, and I have on my main YouTube channel from a long time ago, I have some stuff I have done with a friend. Final Fantasy 14 is a very good example. I was playing that with a friend, and we did some dungeons, we did some PvP, so on, and recorded all of that and pulled it up on YouTube with said friends, you know, express consent. However, when I do that, it also stops those friends from being able to express themselves in the ways they want to, because they know that they are being recorded. So generally when I play with friends and so on, I avoid recording. I don't record. I don't want to, because I don't want to put them under that. I want them to be themselves when we play and not feel pressure to change their behavior at all because somebody is recording. That's my preference on this stuff. And also there is also the aspect of, like, if you're just playing something with your friend or friends, multiple, plural, whatever, have fun playing with your friends. Don't worry about, you know, live streaming, recording, or any of this stuff. Just have fun. Not everything needs to be recorded for everybody else, and not everything needs to be monetized in some fashion, or tried to be monetized in some fashion. Okay, come on, give me one more skeleton here. Give me a skeleton. I really, like, I don't use enough mana on these skeleton fights, because I'm sitting here with full mana for a little too long. Did I burn out you? No, I have full mana. Let's burn out you just in case. I forgot. There it is. Here is your shield of flame. Actually, let's I was about to pull with the nuke, but let's get used to this whole pulling with melees. It's less mana. It is still a decent chunk of mana, but it is less mana. And most of all, it is going to be better for when I run around with the fire pad. And with the fire pet I will definitely have to wait a little longer before I start nuking. Because here I can kind of trust the route to keep it away from me. Bone chips, okay. Alrighty then.